Giraffe. The giraffe is a tall African hoofed mammal belonging to the genus Giraffe. It is the tallest living terrestrial animal and the largest ruminant on Earth. Traditionally, giraffes were thought to be one species, Giraffe camelopardalis, with 9 subspecies. Most recently, researchers proposed dividing them into up to 8 extant species due to new research into their mitochondrial and nuclear DNA, as well as morphological measurements. 7 other extinct species of Giraffe are known from the fossil record. Giraffe. Temporal range 11.61-0. Scientific classification Kingdom Animalia. Phylum Chordata. Class Mammalia. Order Artiodactyla. Family Giraffidae. Genus Giraffe. Species Camelopardalis. Binomial name Giraffe camelopardalis. Brisson 1762. Species. See taxonomy. The giraffe's chief distinguishing characteristics are its extremely long neck and legs, its horn-like ossicones, and its spotted coat patterns. It is classified under the family Giraffidae, along with its closest extant relative, the okapi. Its scattered range extends from Chad in the north to South Africa in the south, and from Niger in the west to Somalia in the east. Giraffes usually inhabit savannas and woodlands. Their food source is leaves, fruits, and flowers of woody plants, primarily acacia species, which they browse at heights most other herbivores cannot reach. Lions, leopards, spotted hyenas, and African wild dogs may prey upon giraffes. Giraffes live in herds of related females and their offspring, or bachelor herds of unrelated adult males, but are gregarious and may gather in large aggregations. Males establish social hierarchies through necking, combat bouts where the neck is used as a weapon. Dominant males gain mating access to females, which bear sole responsibility for raising the young. The giraffe has intrigued various ancient and modern cultures for its peculiar appearance, and has often been featured in paintings, books, and cartoons. It is classified by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as vulnerable to extinction and has been extirpated from many parts of its former range. Giraffes are still found in numerous national parks and game reserves, but estimates as of 2016 indicate there are approximately 97,500 members of Giraffe in the wild. More than 1,600 were kept in zoos in 2010. Etymology. The name, giraffe, has its earliest known origins in the Arabic word zarafa, perhaps borrowed from the animal's Somali name geri. The Arab name is translated as fast walker. In early modern English, the spellings giraffe and ziraf were used, probably directly from the Arabic, and in Middle English orifal and girafont, gafont. The Italian form giraffe arose in the 1590s. The modern English form developed around 1600 from the French giraffe. Camelopard, camelp, is an archaic English name for the giraffe. It derives from the ancient Greek camelopardalis, from camelos camel, and pardalis leopard, referring to its camel-like shape and leopard-like coloration. Appearance and anatomy. Fully grown giraffes stand 4.3 to 5.7 meters tall, with males taller than females. The average weight is 1,192 kilograms for an adult male and 828 kilograms for an adult female. Despite its long neck and legs, its body is relatively short. The skin is mostly gray, or tan, and can reach a thickness of 20 mm. The 80 to 100 cm long tail ends in a long, dark tuft of hair and is used as a defense against insects. The coat has dark blotches or patches, which can be orange, chestnut, brown, or nearly black, separated by light hair, usually white or cream-colored. Male giraffes become darker as they age. The coat pattern has been claimed to serve as camouflage in the light and shade patterns of savanna woodlands. When standing among trees and bushes, they are hard to see at even a few meters distance. However, adult giraffes move about to gain the best view of an approaching predator, relying on their size and ability to defend themselves rather than on camouflage, which may be more important for calves. Each giraffe has a unique coat pattern. Calves inherit some coat pattern traits from their mothers, and variation in some spot traits is correlated with neonatal survival. The skin under the blotches may serve as windows for thermoregulation, being sites for complex blood vessel systems and large sweat glands. The fur may give the animal chemical defense, as its parasite repellents give it a characteristic scent. At least 11 main aromatic chemicals are in the fur, although indole and 3-methylindole are responsible for most of the smell. Because males have a stronger odor than females, it may also have a sexual function. Behavior and ecology. Habitat and feeding. Giraffes usually inhabit savannas and open woodlands. They prefer acacia, commiphora, combretum and open terminalia woodlands over denser environments like brachystegia woodlands. The Angolan giraffe can be found in desert environments. Giraffes browse on the twigs of trees, preferring those of the subfamily Acaciae and the genera Commiphora and Terminalia, which are important sources of calcium and protein to sustain the giraffe's growth rate. They also feed on shrubs, grass and fruit. A giraffe eats around 34 kilograms of foliage daily. When stressed, giraffes may chew the bark off branches. Giraffes are also recorded to chew old bones. During the wet season, food is abundant and giraffes are more spread out, while during the dry season, they gather around the remaining evergreen trees and bushes. Mothers tend to feed in open areas, presumably to make it easier to detect predators, although this may reduce their feeding efficiency. As a ruminant, the giraffe first chews its food, then swallows it for processing and then visibly passes the half-digested cud up the neck and back into the mouth to chew again. 78 to 79. The giraffe requires less food than many other herbivores because the foliage it eats has more concentrated nutrients and it has a more efficient digestive system. The animal's feces come in the form of small pellets. When it has access to water, a giraffe drinks at intervals no longer than 3 days. Giraffes have a great effect on the trees that they feed on, delaying the growth of young trees for some years and giving waistlines to tall trees. Feeding is at its highest during the first and last hours of daytime. Between these hours, giraffes mostly stand and ruminate. Rumination is the dominant activity during the night, when it is mostly done lying down. Thank you. Please subscribe and share this channel.